So I have these Q&A sessions on Instagram wherein I try and answer your questions, which basically is what is a Q&A. Anyway, in one of the recent sessions, a question was posed to me, that is, in fact, this question was asked a lot, that what are the job prospects or what is the job security after one does a PhD, particularly from an Indian scenario. Okay. So it's a very valid question, and I can understand why this is one of the most asked questions. And secondly, I would also like to just clarify that it's been a year now, more than a year since I've completed my PhD. So I can talk about the prospects with much more experience than what I had before. But of course, over time, as I gain more and more experience, I would come up with maybe a sequel to this video wherein I can maybe enlighten you with more opportunities that are available to a PhD graduate. Okay. So if I talk about particularly from an Indian scenario, once one does a PhD, a decent PhD, let's say from a decent university or an institute, then what all opportunities are available? So most of us do the PhD, or not most of us, I would say, but majority do a PhD because ultimately they see themselves as professors in some university or some college. The truth is that not just in India, but even abroad, the academic positions, or basically positions in institutes, universities as researchers or as professors, are very less. Okay, they're minuscule when compared to the actual number of PhDs that are passing out each and every year. So that is a fact. Okay, not just in India, like I said, but even abroad in US and other countries as well. So what are the alternates that we can choose from? The alternate is some opportunities in the private. So what all opportunities are available and to what specializations, that is very important. So if you are really looking for some sort of lot of comfort in terms of job security, that yes, you should not be unemployed right after your PhD, the best recommendation from my end would be a PhD in organic chemistry. Okay, and the reason behind that is simple, because PhD in organic chemistry or medicinal chemistry or analytical chemistry will basically give you an opportunity to get into the pharmaceutical industry or the biotech industry. And till the time medicines are there, okay, or at least small molecule medicines are there, till that time, the organic chemistry industry, the medicinal chemistry industry, the analytical chemistry, or the pharma industry in general, basically that is going to thrive. Okay, so these things definitely are going to thrive. And even right now, right after COVID, there has been a lot of funding and a lot of companies that have come up in India. So in the Indian biotech domain is very crowded. There are a lot of opportunities in the field of organic chemistry, because of course synthesis would be required, not just for biotechs, but for any industry as such, because whenever you need molecules, you need people who will synthesize. So I would say organic chemistry, a PhD in organic chemistry, is a very safe bet if you want to find an opportunity and you don't want to be unemployed. Okay, it's not that if you do a PhD in, let's say, in organic and physical, you will be unemployed. I'll talk about the opportunities over there. But yes, if you want to do co-research and apply your skills in the industry, then yes, organic chemistry, medicinal chemistry is your best bet right now. But again, you should not decide your PhD topic on the basis of this, in the sense that if you're not interested in organic chemistry, I mean, it will be very difficult for you even to complete your PhD in organic chemistry, because it is a very demanding and laborious job. Okay, organic chemistry. So, and yes, there are some opportunities for computational chemistry also, but the computational chemistry opportunities are very limited. Yes, if you have some background in programming, like specifically with Python or some other programming language, then or you have some experience with machine learning and artificial intelligence, then yes, as of now the opportunities are a lot. But you don't know 5 years into the future what would be the scope of artificial intelligence, machine learning, or what will be the job prospects. But yes, organic chemistry, medicinal chemistry, this particular domain has proved time and again that there are opportunities available, particularly in India. Okay, now if I talk about physical chemistry or people from physical or inorganic chemistry, unfortunately for them, the opportunities are comparatively less in India, specifically in the private industry. So in the government sector, or the usual ways that you do a postdoc, and then after doing a postdoc for a couple of years or for more than 4 or 5 years, then you try and find a faculty position in some college or some university or some institute, right? But like I said, the number of positions are very less. So ultimately what happens, even people who are doing PhD in organic chemistry or medicinal chemistry, they do 4 or 5 years of postdoc and ultimately come back to India and work in a private industry or in a private biotech. Some of them might have wanted to get into the academia or into the universities, but unfortunately, like I said, it's very competitive. The opportunities are very less, and it's not just about competition. So let's say you have done PhD in let's say just as an example, let's say you have done PhD in physical chemistry in a broad domain. I'm saying physical chemistry, and let's say you have done this PhD in lithium-ion batteries. Okay, and then there's another person who has done PhD in physical chemistry, but let's say they have done in kinetics. Okay, in some fundamental chemical kinetics. So when you talk about the opportunities that are available for researchers in India, or university professors or scientists in CSIR labs or anything of that sort, there the opportunity is also very specific. So it is not just that they want a assistant professor or a researcher in the field of physical chemistry. They will specifically say that we want an assistant professor in the field who has research experience in, let's say, lithium-ion batteries. So it becomes very domain specific. So even though you might be a very established and a very you can say well recognized researcher with very good publications in the field of chemical kinetics, but right now the opportunity is there for, let's say, lithium-ion batteries. So even though you might be a very promising candidate for the position, but ultimately you can see that due to the specifications of the domain, you will even not be eligible to apply, right? So that is why it becomes really competitive. Not just that there are a lot of applicants, but also it becomes very domain specific, right? So that is why getting into the academia becomes really difficult. But yes, if that is your ultimate goal or ultimate aim to become a professor, you have to take the plunge and you have to try your best, right? Okay, so anyway, coming back to people from physical and inorganic chemistry, those who do PhD, unfortunately in India the industry is quite at a nascent stage. Okay, like there are some small companies that are cropping up, like for example Graphene India is there, Graphene Research Labs is there, Momentive is there, which are hiring material chemist, basically someone who has done some PhD in physical chemistry. Or there are companies like Asian Paints which hire polymer chemists also, PhD who have done in polymer chemistry. Yes, there are opportunities here and there, but they are not widely available in the other domains apart from organic, medicinal chemistry, right? So for them, the one opportunity, like I said, is that they do the postdoc and then try and find a position whenever it presents. Okay, then there are opportunities which are in scientific writing, scientific editing. So let's say when you were doing your PhD and you were writing some publications, you suddenly came to know that you have really good writing skills. Okay, and then you let's say when you apply for postdocs, there's a gap between your PhD and the time you get a postdoc. And in between you want to fill in that gap, you want to have some experience. So scientific writing, scientific editing is also an opportunity that presents itself for PhD students. Like for example, there are companies like Cactus Communication, or there's another company, I don't know what is the correct pronunciation, but it's called Jove, I think. So basically right now there are opportunities that are presenting up in the field of science communication, wherein basically you write articles about latest scientific developments in a simple language so that a layman could also understand. So science communication is there. Scientific editing and writing, like I said, is basically wherein you either write manuscripts, because let's say some countries are not really proficient with English, so they present you the data and you have to write the article for them, or you have to edit the article for them. So there are opportunities in scientific writing and scientific editing. Apart from that, there are a lot of opportunities in the field of data analysis. Okay, you will see that most of these opportunities actually revolve around the field of pharmaceuticals or biotech. Okay, so these opportunities, like there are companies called Clarivate or EvalueServe, which are into data analytics. They also hire PhD aspirants in chemistry, PhD candidates or PhD graduates in chemistry. Then there are companies which make use of your ability to do literature survey, literature search or patent search to basically again pull out relevant data and present it to the clients. Okay, again, that is a consultancy role where your role of your ability to do literature survey or to understand patents, to understand research, is basically used again in the form of consultancy, right? And at last, you have, of course, teaching options, like teaching in colleges, in private universities, in private colleges, and or maybe taking coaching for examinations like CSIR exam or JEE examination or JAM exam. So these opportunities are also there. So if I broadly talk about the opportunities, so particularly from a scope of India, if I talk about job security and all those aspects, mostly what I've seen, see, the industry evolves over years. So you can't, it's not like a government job. Private jobs cannot be like government jobs. Okay, of course, you don't have 100% job security, but yes, the pharmaceutical industries is not something, I believe, in my opinion, that is going to diminish over time. It is only going to grow. So the opportunities over there are definitely ever present. If I talk about the field of physical and inorganic, yes, the opportunities are less, but and there are a lot of struggles. Okay, honestly speaking, even after doing a decent PhD from a decent institute, I don't want to unnecessarily see. I like people if they pursue PhD, but if they are passionate about it. But I have to also paint a really honest picture over here, and that is that prospects are not that great after a PhD. Also, particularly in India, I can't comment about abroad, like I said, because in abroad, even for physical chemistry people, there are a lot of options. Like they can get into semiconductor industry. There are a lot of companies that are working in the field of battery sciences, material chemistry. So opportunities for physical chemistry students are there abroad. Okay, but I do not have much exposure over there, so I cannot comment on that. That is why I'm particularly talking about the scope in India. So for inorganic and physical chemists, the like I said, in private industry the opportunities are less, and academia as it is very competitive. Yes, if you want to become a professor, you need to try it, no doubt about that, but the opportunities are scarce. Okay, so yes, like I said, scientific editing, scientific writing, data analytics is something that you can consider. But even in data analytics, like I said, companies like Clarivate and EvalueSurf, they look for people who have a background in pharma. Okay, that is one of the criterias. So concluding remarks is that prospects are there, but they are very limited. Job security somewhat is there. Okay, and it's not a very bright scenario, honestly. Okay, that is what I want to sum up. Even if you have done decently well, you need to struggle in order to find the right opportunity. It's not easily available. It's not like you did your PhD and that's it, your life is sorted. If that is what you meant by job security, then that's not the case. You need to still struggle after a PhD. So make a smart decision before you choose or you opt for doing a PhD. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. I hope it was not too demotivating. I'm just trying to paint a true picture in front of you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, so I'm a verified educator on Unacademy, and along with that, I'm also available on the Unacademy Plus platform, where I'm taking live classes along with other educators. So in case you're interested in attending the live classes, you can subscribe to the Unacademy Plus platform using my referral code, that is SETHI, and that will give you 10% discount. Alright, and in case you're not interested in attending the live classes, you can watch the free courses that are available on the Unacademy. For that, all you need to do is go to the Unacademy website or download the Unacademy Learning app and search my name over there, that is SETHI. Once you do that, you will get the access to all the free courses that are available on the Unacademy platform.